Well, welcome back everybody, Smith here, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs and Minecraft Jurassic World using the JurassiCraft 2 mod. Yes, last time we did the Aviary cruise, and this time we're going to go and put in a new Aviary visitor area to match up with this one. And since last time I have done a bit more work on the building area, and as you can see I've been messing around looking at the height. I was much higher before, and now I've come down a bit, to say the least, because I want to make sure that it fits in to the dome, and I'm quite happy now it does, because it's a circular structure which goes round to the back, quite big. And then it also has a viewing area for visitors to come out into the forest there. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. It was quite difficult and took a while to go. First things first though, I need to get the circle big enough. So I'm going to use plots to map out the circle. And what I want to be able to do is, I would really like the circle to come out over this side to around about here. So first things first, what I have to do is work out the diameter that I'm going to bring out this particular area. So if I just sort of go to there, that's going to be about the widest part that I want. So let's have a look. I'll have to go there and then come to there. Oh no, there, that is it, that's the middle, literally there. That'd be really cool. So I really want it to start coming back in from there, so I have to measure that, and then I want to go right over to the other side to work out how this is going to work, because I want to make it a that's a good point to get that. I want to make it like a circle as such, but I want the circle to start coming in at that angle. So let's just get this right. So all the way down here, I want it to take it to the edge over here, and I think that is going to be it. So what I have to do is work out the measurements of F2, F3. Right, let's have a look. Took a picture there, didn't want to. Right, so if I am here, simply to do it is 22. Oh, I could be really clever and take it back to 20. Let's go and see what the other one, that's 1422. Just have to work out how big the circle is for plots. 1422. Ooh, 1422 to 1336. 1422 to 1336. That should be a nice number. 6. There we go. Lovely. So it's 86. I should have actually worked that out myself, really. So it's 86. So it's a diameter of 86. So what I'm going to do is go and find plots and see. I don't think it's going to fit in. I think it's way too wide. So I may have to make it smaller, because that will have to come out 43. So I'm going to have to work out where that's going to come. I'll be back afterwards once I've sorted this little circle out and how big it's going to be. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do an ellipse, e.g. it's going to be 35 that way and 40, which is going to be 80 that way and 70 that way, so it's going to be a slight ellipse. So once you've done plots, it's dead easy to do. Once you just use the little, it's PLOTZ program, and then you decide what the size of the ellipse or the circle is going to be, and then it's just a case of marrying it up, and then you just keep putting in the blocks where you want to go, exactly as the circle, and you just got to measure it out. So it's like 1 2 3 4 5. Ooh, 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, so there's one of those. See, and you just got to take them out. 2 3 4 5, and then that's going to do the, oh, he says that's not working exactly how I thought it would do, actually. That's obviously... What have I done? I've got 40... Yeah, I think I've got the I think I've got the sizes right there. I will come back shortly. What I should have done is done the 80 across and 70, and then we'd have a far better pitch. That's it. Make sure you get your diameters right and the radius. I'll come back once I sort this out. Yeah, so once you work out your diameter, I'm going to actually use an ellipse on this particular build. It's going to be 80 across the diameter that way. It's going to be 75 if you went all the way to the back, which we're not going to because we're going to use the back wall. I use plots, which is PLOTZ, and you can make all sorts of shapes there using Minecraft shapes, and it just literally, in the 2D mode, it literally lays it out and you start putting the blocks in exactly. Like this is a 7, 5, a 3, and then there's 5 lots of 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of 2. You can see I've done 2, so it's just a case of mapping it out. Dead good, dead easy. And that's the 4th, so 1, 2, that's the 5th one, like that. And then I have to work out how many singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So, and then it will match up over there, as I will show you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is how the circle will go round, and then we should have 1, 2, 3 2s, and it brings us right all the way down. That is 1, 2, and you just have to keep doing this really. Once you've got the base though, oh, it's raining. 3 2s. Let's get rid of the rain. And then it should be at 3 or 4. So let's just do this. So next one will be 1, 2, 3. And next one will be a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last one, yes, look at that. You know, you've got it, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is exactly. Now that means that is not the dead center, but it is for this. There's going to be 2 centers for this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm literally going to put the base in and then come back. So I'm going to make this go all the way around there, right to the back wall, and then I'm going to fill in the base of this particular build using World Edit, which will take a bit of time, but I'll still do that. And then we will come back and then start putting this template here into action on a circular building. Right, welcome back. This is the basic design of my new birdhouse. Excuse me. We've put the floor in. I've also, to stop the birds all, well, they could nest underneath, but I've brought it like a, you can see it sort of comes out as a area, but this here, let me just show you, is that sort of similar thing that we do where we put the steppy bit like a, there we go. Ooh, that's not right. That's not right because that's not right. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so that bit sticks out, and then the idea is to have some metal girders here for the birds to sit on. We could have that, and then we've got a second level which is like a restaurant area, which has got a viewing area here, and you can sit down and sit at a table as well. So we've put that in. I think, like, think about it again, but I think that's exactly how I'm actually going to do this particular build. It's not exactly as I thought it would turn out, but now what I've got to do is work out how I'm going to do this circular bit up top, because it is actually a circular bit that then comes round, so I have to be very careful where I put the poles in that. I've done it every 4, so I'm going to have to do that 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh well. That's the sort of thing I'm going to have to do to see where it comes in. So that's again it will come in that side there, the glass will go in, and then we have to sort of come up, and I'm going to have to start doing the glass around. So what I'm going to have to do is sort of see how it goes. So what I'm going to might end up doing is put the easiest way is to put a inner ring here and make it come in as a star shape, but we shall see. There we go. Anyway, depends how I'm going to do it. Actually, I might just do it, I might do some wider windows at the side. It's just a bit difficult with this, so if I go again, I'll be going 1 2 3 4, then the next one up would be this one here, so I have to, yeah, there we go. But then I have to come in the tree one, I'll have to do that, and then that and that. Yeah, there we go. So we'll have to, the problem with the roof bits is that these steps do not step correctly, so when I put that one on there, you're gonna have to have the steps that way or that way. I suppose I could see what happens with the next one. 1 2 3 4. So the next post will be no, the post will be there as long as you have 4 gaps up the side, and then again I'm going to have to bring oh come on, bring that round exactly, yeah, like that. So that's where it gets a bit complicated in terms of the square. I might have to do that one that way like that, and then I might have to bring this one that way. It's just the way it might go. So there you have it for now. I'm going to carry on with this and then come back. In fact, that's looking a bit better now. I'm trying to work out how to do this exactly, but I think that's alright. Regarding the glass, I might end up changing the top, but I've decided the floor down here where you walk around is very high ceiling, and you could see a lot out of it, so that's the way I designed that. I'm putting any glass in or any light in, and this is a low sort of viewing area stroke restaurant at the top, so a higher level. That's the way I've done it. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to work out how many, so that's going to be 1 2 3 4, see, and then we've got one coming up here, so it's now getting a bit more difficult, because that will be, oh, that's exactly, yeah, that's exactly that, isn't it? So we have to get this exactly right for the next step. It's actually coming together quite well. In fact, what I might end up doing is using 1 2 3 4. Yeah, there we go. That's actually coming on better than we expected. Let's have a look. Yeah. So I might just have to rejig the uprights. I might end up, it was going to be like that, but I might end up now doing these because it just might make it easier, like that one there. I'm sure that would be there like that. Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. So maybe I just have to keep using these ones instead of those, because it just makes a lot of sense. It makes it more smoother. Right, okie dokie, we will leave that like that, and I will do a bit more of the build and then come back. There we have it for now. Well, welcome back everybody. I've done a bit of building to say the least. Now I get to the really difficult part, which is matching up the front windows with the point over there. So let's show you how I did this. Basically what I've done is put a new circle in. So what I had to do was put the central strut. This is a central strut which holds the building together. See how big this building is. I want to, but at the moment this will be a big circle, so I'm going to take the strut out at some point, but I needed that for the center for the measurement. What I've then done is done a new circle, new ellipse, which is 62 by 52, to come in. So then I was able, once I did that, able to put these blocks in as the supporting area all the way around. Then I have put the blocks like this to come all the way around. And the next crafty thing is literally I'm going to have to go as the eye sees. I literally have to do some sort of line literally for these windows. So like this particular one, I know I'm going to have to come over here and put that there, see, like that, because that is the only way we are going to get sort of over there. Now I could actually think about that, I might come that way. So it is a bit of fun to get this exactly right, but I need to be oh, that's just too short, should be 3. There we go. So we'll try that again, and this is trial by error. So that one's like that. The next one I will place over here like so, like that. So I have to get the line as best I can with the glass, which will mean that I'm going to have to put 1, probably 2 like that. Probably not, just do it like that. And this is why it gets a bit more difficult, because I'm having to, especially on this sort of bit, trying to keep that line straight as best I can. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. I should have 4, and then I have still got, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so I sort of might have to just do, see, that is just about right. So the next one will be there like so, and then this will be, because it comes in to there, I will have to just play around with it once I get to here, see, because this will have to come round like that, and then it's just a case of trying to fill in exactly where the glass is going to go, which is just a bit fun. But we'll just bring that back out, and now I've got to make it the same on both sides, so that could be fun to say the least. But I'll show you this one. Oh yeah, this one is sort of like that, so we have to get this right like that. So we have to sort of make it appear to be elliptical. We just have to play around with it. So whack that in there. There we go. Or what we could do, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. So now what I've got to do is match the other side up and carry on going round. But you can see there, as I come back to it, I might take that one out and put it like that to give us that look. So I now have to copy the other side, which is quite a lot of work, but again on this one I will just, this is a definite, you can see, because it's just to the right of there, this will be a definite here. Oop. That will definitely be like that, just to get that line in over there. So we're on to, that is actually on the second one, so we might actually just do that, and I have to make sure I get it exactly right. It's a bit more difficult on the corners as such, because you might not have as many blocks to do it. So that's that. So I've still got, and that's literally the first 2 matching up to those first 2, so I might have to do 1 less on this. We just see how we go when we get these blocks in. And of course this is going to be quite difficult, because to get this in, to get that going around the corner, I'm going to have to put blocks in like that to get that exactly right. So I'm going to have to put some blocks in here. So this is going to be quite time consuming, but hey, I never shied away from doing time consuming builds, have I? So and that one will come round like that. So that will be that again, and what I might have to do is just put the blocks in under these all the way around, so that when it becomes and then take them back out, so when I come to do this, it will be easier to do like that. So you can see how the build is going. So I just got to keep getting this virtually right, because that will come like that, I think. yeah, so we have to sort of just be very careful. Make sure I keep the glass going. And that is the front window as such. And then the next one will be built on. See, that's what's going to happen. Going to have some artistic, like, there we go, that'll do. And we just, yeah, so you have that like that. There we go. So I'll just show you how that works. It will keep going round and bring in the dome area. So quite a thing. Anyway, whew, for you watching in the future now, Jurassic World, I had it on Saturday, the movie, and there is loads of stuff to change in terms of the world. So what I've decided to do, because I am going on a hot break, I'm going to do, after this, finishing this little build here, I'm going to do 2 episodes, quick succession of a full world tour. And each of the builds I'm going to just go through it and describe what changes need to be made for the next time. That's what I aim to do, and that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to go through every build, a lot of changes. And ideal, see, one of the examples is I've mentioned the fact that I need to change the innovation centre, and we've sort of had that confirmed. And I knew this already, but it only had 6 sides in terms of, oh, that's alright, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we got to do, like that, rather than cover. Yeah, it's only got 6 sides instead of the 8 that I've done, so I've got to rebuild that because it's wrong. So that's my problem, but when we go to the JurassiCraft world, I'll be able to do that, which would be good because we get the builds right. Other things that's different that I noticed, the Indominus Rex Arena, now we know the exact location on the island. I wouldn't have enough room on my island to put it in, so again, when we go to the bigger island, we'll be able to do things like that. Main Street has got to be completely changed. I know lots of you already said, but the rear of the visitor centre left and right is now a big open area where the visitors can walk round. On the left hand side we have got the monorail station to the visitor centre, so that needs to be put in, which we didn't have space for. We can then do the helicopter pad, and we can put the stuff in there, so it's all good. It really gives me new stuff to build. I'll be also doing some other builds as well, mark my words. Oh, that's it, see, just get this right. So it's probably easier for me to just go around and put all the glass in, and then or I can work with that because I don't need that, and take that out. So I will need these in here, but for now I'm just going to put this like so, and then I can come back and build it again. There you go, see? So from the inside, well, cool. There we go. We can see the old aviary. Oh, and the aviary as well. If I was to build this full scale, which I'm not, I'm using a representation, then this aviary needs to be a lot bigger. I think in terms of JW Jurassic World, it's the right size, but if I was to make another one, I might make it bigger. Or what I might end up doing is we'll put the dome in, as I said before, higher up, and we'll just use the buildings and import them in and build around. And what I aim to do on the Jurassic World is bring the buildings in, then build around them and build all the extra stuff, and adapt the buildings as you've seen me previously do. So let's just finish this around here, and then you can see this. Let's see this bit completed. See, now I put this glass in, it will be far easier for me to then do the changes to this. So like that one there will be that. See, that's right. This one I'm gonna have to probably do it again, and then literally that's about as much as possible, because this one, when we get to here, we're almost going, oh, that wasn't very good, we're almost going like that. So Yes, that's right. See, so that still needs to go. Ooh, we're still getting a bit of lag over here, but not too bad. So that can go like that. We sort of zigzag back and two, and that should be. So we'll have to come back, and that is definitely a straightforward. This one is going to be straightforward again. I always pick these hard builds, don't I? And guess what? I did it wrong. Because that's the right height. Half asleep, it's late here. It's about, ooh, yes, it's too late. Time for me to go to bed. Been watching too much Jurassic World tonight. And that one again will be, nope. In fact, I think we can get away with that, doing that then. There we go. See? So it's all coming together. It's going to take a bit of work, as you can see. I just wanted to show you that. So that is the end of this episode. And you can now see this aviary building coming together. I think it might take just about one episode. Or what I might do is film the world tour videos. I'll see how I do, because I've only got 3 days to do it in. 4 days to do it in. Right. Thank you very much again for all watching. Some of you are making comments on the comment section, but you haven't allowed me to reply, so I'm not ignoring you. It's just that I cannot reply, so you need to do your Google Plus settings to allow replies, and YouTube settings to allow replies if you wish to have replies. Again, thank you all for watching. Please like, please sub, and make comment. Thanks very much, and bye bye.